garage sale, you know it can be a pretty intense experience. Assigning worth to items you've held on to for too long because they remind you of that time that happened. Having total strangers dive into your stuff. And dealing with your property turning into the site of a third world market. Well, I got married recently, and my husband Anton and I bought our first home. As we settled into our new environs, we uncovered box after box of stuff that we used to love. So we decided it'd be healthy for us to have our first garage sale. We'd clear out space, say goodbye to our single pasts, and earn a little extra dough to help pay for new furniture. The big day came on the Saturday after Thanksgiving. It was a nippy, bright morning. I had a cold, but I was fighting through it, my puffy coat stuffed with Kleenexes. As I priced items with a Sharpie and round-colored stickers, my husband of 2 months went out to put up signs around the neighborhood. I had no idea what I was doing. My dad had said to price low and sell as much as you can, so I marked most items $1 or less, which was a lot easier to do when pricing my husband's items than my own. How could I possibly undervalue my designer jeans from 2001? About half an hour before the scheduled start time, people started showing up. In an instant, a crowd had formed. It was really unsettling. Seeing those faces lined up behind my gate triggered something in me. Forget the fact that I was not nearly finished pricing and Anton wasn't back. I would do the right thing and let those poor people in. I pressed the button and the gate swung open. As I dashed back to my station, my eyes were dancing over the different bodies. Mayhem descended in a flash. The little strip of driveway between our gate, our fenced-in backyard, and our garage was crawling with people, the likes of whom I had never seen before. Thank God I'd been smart enough to leave our cutie pie orange Pomeranian Ellie in the backyard. There was no way I could keep track of her with all this craziness going on. I braced myself, kept my eyes on the exit, and had made a dozen sales already when Anton's tall head emerged. He called out to me over the hordes of people, "Why didn't you wait for me? It's just now 8 a.m. I didn't even have time to explain. My attention was needed everywhere. When a dresser sold, we had to dump out the contents of a drawer we were using for display. The sight of these small, pitiful items strewn across the broken concrete of our back driveway made their value plummet in my mind. I forgot the existence of a quarter momentarily and priced each bit at a dime. At one point, I actually had to give 90 cents change. Then, this tall, middle-aged black man missing his front teeth dished out $200 cash for the IKEA king bed frame we had touted on Craigslist. Anton had to open the gate into the backyard to pull out the frame. Well, little Ellie stole the opportunity to trot out and immediately started garnering attention. "How much is a dog?" someone called out. "Dog is not for sale." It took a while for the guy to pull his small black pickup truck into the driveway and load the bed. And during that time, Ellie got comfortable with the customers, flipping on her back for a tummy rub at the slightest show of attention. Seeing how happy it made her, I decided to let Ellie stay out for the rest of the sale. The cold weather lifted with the midday sun, and finally things slowed to a halt around 2 p.m. Anton and his buddy Buster jumped in the car to take down the signs. I pressed the button to close the gate, and it was over. Inside, we ran through a play-by-play. What a day, what a blur of faces. How real the financial reality of so many people in Dallas became to us when we had the opportunity to interact with them. While we chatted, Ellie's new dog tag with our home address and phone number arrived in the afternoon mail. I have the hardest time with those little key rings, so while Anton counted the cash, I asked Buster to put it on her. All told, we pulled in almost $1,000. Not bad for a few hours' work. We decided to celebrate with cheeseburgers. As we left, we closed Ellie in the kitchen with a doggy gate. We'd been gone about an hour when we ambled back in through the front door. Anton went to the kitchen to free Ellie. He removed the doggy gate, but she wasn't in the kitchen. She had access to the backyard through the doggy door, so he opened the back door. We marched around the backyard looking and calling for her. "Where's Ellie?" we were both asking. Never before had she disappeared like this. I ran into the house, tearing through the hallway. Sometimes Ellie gets stuck in our bathroom. She likes to sniff in there for some reason. So she pushes her way in, but then can't pull the door to get back out. But Ellie was not in the bathroom. Either bathroom. My breath got short and I was pacing. Buster had shot out the back door and was looking for her in the alley. Anton said the alley's gate lock was half open when he went back there, like someone could have infiltrated. What about the side door? It was unlocked too. Had someone been in our house? Someone from the garage sale? Where is Ellie? Anton caught me by the arms in the kitchen, light streaming in from the skylight above, and spoke to me in a tone as serious as a heart attack. I think you need to recognize that Ellie has been kidnapped. I let out a guttural moan. Anton called the police, and then his father, who arrived in an instant. I couldn't cry. I was numb, but my thoughts were racing. I'll never get over this. Ellie's always there for me, no matter what. Poor Ellie girl. How could I have been so stupid to let her meet all those strangers? Of course they want her. It's almost Christmas and they're desperate. Oh, and Ellie is so cute, like that dog Boo on Facebook. So if it's a kidnapping, will there be a ransom? I asked. Yes. So is there a way we can get Ellie back? Yes. So we'll just give them all the money we earned from the garage sale. Of course we will. To rescue poor Ellie girl. My God, I can't stand to think of something bad happening to her. And then I shrieked. I walked like a zombie to my office and plopped down into my desk chair, totally spent. There's simply no way I could go on living. Just as I was resigning myself to my new life of pain, I saw new message blinking on the home phone. I shot up. 2 messages on the answering machine. Oh my God! I started running to find Anton, not trusting myself to play back the messages, fearing I would somehow lose the info in the ransom calls, which I thought that's what they must be. We dashed back to the machine together. He pressed play and we held our breath. Hi, this is Patty from next door. We've got Ellie. As relief melted through me, I shot like a light out of the house, calling out, "We've got Ellie! We've got Ellie!" They must have heard me because Patty and Randy, my lovely senior-aged neighbors, came walking out of their door, Patty cradling Ellie in her arms like a baby. I fell on my knees on the walkway in front of them. My face turns up toward the sun. Thank God, thank you, God. And then I stood and took that precious, mischievous bundle into my arms, basking in her goofy, panting smile. She was pleased as punch to see me and oblivious to any drama. "She must have got out your fence over there," Randy said. Sure enough, there was a ditch dug, probably by the golden retrievers who had recently moved out. A much simpler solution than Lakewood Newlyweds Garage Sale turns dog napping, story at 10. For the next few hours, my body jangled with adrenaline. Sure, I was a mess with my cold, the chaos of the garage sale, and living for 20 minutes with the thought that my bestest buddy had been taken from me. But the potency of the elation I felt being reunited with my furry soulmate dominated. Every time I looked at her, a gigantic smile spread across my face. Anton and I hugged each other, and then her, and then hugged again, all together, a happy little family. That day, I found Cloud 9 at the intersection of relief and exhaustion. And although we don't have any plans to host another garage sale, we did save the signs.